Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. Hold on to your hats because what we're hearing right now could shake up the entire NFC North and have ripple effects across the league. Rumors are swirling that the San Francisco 49ers might be making a stunning move by trading away star running back Christian McCaffrey. And I know it sounds crazy at first, but when you look at the bigger picture, it could be one of those blockbuster trades that change the course of the NFL season, especially for the Packers, who are sitting in a very interesting spot this year. So what's driving this potential move? Well, reports suggest that the 49ers, who are currently sitting at 9-7 and are navigating a tight cap situation, are considering trading McCaffrey to help rebuild an aging roster. The 49ers are looking to free up around $20 million in cap space, which they need to focus on extending players like Brock Purdy, while also addressing their aging offensive line. It's no secret that their cap situation has been a concern, especially with the need to lock in their young quarterback and keep their defense strong. McCaffrey, with his $20 million cap hit, is one of the biggest pieces on the table. Now, sources say that the 49ers might be willing to trade McCaffrey for a first-round pick in the 2026 draft and a third-rounder in 2027. That's a pretty significant price for a player who has been a game-changer since arriving in San Francisco. But it makes sense when you consider their long-term rebuild plans. The 49ers are trying to get younger, more flexible, and more cap-friendly, especially with the upcoming extensions for Purdy and other key players. Plus, they're looking to bolster their offensive line, which has shown some vulnerabilities this season. Trading McCaffrey would open up some much-needed cap space and allow them to focus on developing other areas of their roster. But what about the Packers? Well, this potential move could be a blessing in disguise for Green Bay. Think about it, McCaffrey is a dual-threat superstar, a player who can do it all: run, catch, and change the game in an instant. He's just 29 years old, but already has a resume that includes 139 rushing yards in 2025, ranking third in the league, along with over 10 total yards from scrimmage and 9 rushing touchdowns. His ability to produce explosive plays, long runs, big receptions, is second to none. And when you consider his YAC yards after contact and EPA expected points added, he's been a difference maker. Now imagine what he could do in Green Bay, especially with the Packers looking to fix their backfield after losing Lloyd for a stretch. McCaffrey would give Green Bay an immediate boost in the run game, adding a versatile weapon that defenses would have to respect everywhere on the field. The projections suggest he could rush for around 200 yards and add another 800 receiving yards, totaling around 15 touchdowns this season. That's a massive upgrade for the Packers' offense, which has been trying to find consistency in the run game and diversify their attack. Plus, with McCaffrey's ability to create mismatches against linebackers and safeties, Green Bay's offense could see a 12% improvement on third down conversions and a 10-possession gain in their defense, giving them more opportunities to control the game. This kind of upgrade could be exactly what the Packers need to push for a deep playoff run. Green Bay has been showing flashes of brilliance, especially on offense, but a weapon like McCaffrey could turn their attack into one of the most dangerous in the NFC. Remember, he has a history of adding around 300 total yards per game, and his presence would balance the offense, making it much harder for defenses to double-team or contain their playmakers. And with the Packers already looking solid on offense, this move could elevate their third down conversions by around 12%, keeping their defense fresh by giving them more rest with extended offensive drives. On the other hand, the 49ers are likely to be cursing their luck if they let go of McCaffrey, especially with their Super Bowl window still open. They're currently at plus 900 odds to win it all, but if they trade McCaffrey, those odds could drop even further, maybe to plus 500, especially if they're able to replace his production with other younger players or draft picks. But skeptics are saying that losing McCaffrey's versatility and explosiveness could be a real blow to their offense, which has been heavily reliant on him this season. They might see a dip of around 200 yards per game in offense if they lose that dual threat component, which could be a problem when trying to stay competitive against the top teams in the NFC. Looking at the bigger picture, this trade, or even the mere possibility, could reshape how the NFC North and the NFC as a whole are viewed. The Packers, already building a promising roster, could see this as the missing piece that pushes them over the top into genuine Super Bowl contention. With a core that includes Jordan Love, who's been developing nicely, and now a weapon like McCaffrey, Green Bay could be looking at a dynasty in the making. The Packers have shown resilience and growth this season, and adding a player of McCaffrey's caliber could be the final piece to secure their spot at the top. And of course, this kind of move would send shockwaves through the league. It would energize the Packers fan base and send a message to rivals that Green Bay is serious about competing for another Lombardi. It's not just about winning now. It's about establishing a sustainable, dangerous offense that can go toe-to-toe with the best teams in the league. Green Bay is known for their gritty, blue-collar approach, but once in a while they pull out a move that elevates them to a new level, and trading for McCaffrey could be just that. Now, I want to remind you that these rumors are still just that, rumors. Nothing is set in stone yet, but the fact that the 49ers are seriously considering it points to a real possibility. The NFL trade deadline is approaching, and teams are looking to make moves that could define their futures. For the Packers fans listening, this is a moment to get excited but also to stay grounded. The front office has shown they're willing to explore options, and if they can land a player like McCaffrey, it could be a game changer. Remember, in the NFL, a single trade can turn a team's entire season around. Looking ahead, Green Bay's upcoming schedule is crucial. They'll need to capitalize on this opportunity if it comes to fruition. With the added firepower, and assuming the chemistry clicks, the Packers could be in a prime position to make a serious playoff push. The NFC is competitive. The Eagles, 49ers, Cowboys, and others are all fighting for dominance. But with McCaffrey in the fold, Green Bay would have a real shot at not just making noise, but competing for a Super Bowl. The core of this team is coming together, and this potential move could be the catalyst that pushes them over the edge. So Packers fans, keep your eyes peeled. The NFL landscape is shifting, and it's possible that we might see one of the most exciting trades in recent history. Whether it's just a rumor or the start of something bigger, one thing is for sure. Green Bay's future just got a lot more interesting. A move for Christian McCaffrey could be the spark that ignites another Green Bay dynasty, and I, for one, am here for it. We've seen flashes this season of what this team can become, and adding a player of McCaffrey's caliber would only accelerate that growth. The road to another Super Bowl might just have a new shortcut, and it's right there on the horizon. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Green Bay Packers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick, and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Green Bay Packers. Do you think trading for McCaffrey would be the move that pushes us to the Super Bowl? Or are you cautious about giving up draft capital for a player who might not be the same in Green Bay's system? Whatever your thoughts, I'd love to hear them. This is a conversation that can really energize the fan base, and it's exciting to imagine what the future could hold. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, more insights, and the latest Green Bay Packers news. The season is shaping up to be one of the most intriguing in recent memory, and with all these rumors swirling, it's clear that Green Bay is in the thick of things. Whether it's a trade for McCaffrey or another bold move, we're here to cover it all for you. So stay tuned, stay passionate, and let's hope that the Packers continue climbing, pushing toward that Super Bowl stage once again. Because if there's one thing we know, it's that Green Bay never backs down from a challenge, and this season might just be the one where they make history once more.